Hey YouTube, wanted to play some Elden Ring, with the upcoming Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC coming out. Really excited to jump back into this game. I actually was looking back on some of my old playing, and I have over 100 hours in just one playthrough because I got so obsessed with running through and grabbing all kinds of weapons and armor and various items in that game. But just actually finally the other day beat my first playthrough of it and kind of jumping back in and getting things I didn't get on the first playthrough. But Yep, so this is my second playthrough. This is my current build that I have going on. You'll see I'm kind of using two, well, incantations, so using some magic, the fingerprint shield, and then the Vike's War Spear. I know this isn't necessarily like the most try hard, meta defining build out there, but I really like the idea of just spamming, attacks again, with a very powerful shield. The shield, I have the Ash of War that allows you to heal with the shield. I've got several, and I'll show my spells, or excuse my incantations in just a moment. But then I have the Giant Seal max level, the shield's max level, and then the Vike's War Spears close to being max leveled. Primarily using just healing and magic, or excuse me, for my incantations, I'm using healing and just fire related incantations. So I'll show those real quick. So yeah, you'll see Lord's Heal, which you get after beating Malekith just before you fight Hoaraloo. Not sure where Golden Vow comes from, but I don't think that's one that really is like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that's too in game. Flame grant me strength, so you have a major heal here. You have one that kind of increases your attack and defense for yourself and allies, and then you have one that'll raise your fire affinity attack power. Black Blade, the dragon fire kind of dragon incantation, Black Flame, and then this one down here is that this is in game. This is what you get after, or one of the ones you can get after beating the fire giant and turning in his remembrance. So yeah, pretty straightforward build. Kind of just spam with the attacks with the shield, Vike's War Spear. The spear will put him on, light him on fire. I think I'm using kind of two talismans for the shield, and then one for fire, and then another one for. I kind of trade this one in and out depending on the build that I'm going for. But yeah, I think there's a tree boss right up here. I'm gonna try and fight this guy real quick. That's a lot of damage. And of course he's a tree, so he's gonna take more fire damage, I think, than most enemies might take. Oh. Oof. Didn't mean for that. Oh, come on. Oh, he got me. Yeah, could have played that a little bit more responsible. We'll run it back. The only the downside about this build is that you sometimes don't pay attention and you think you have a little bit more stamina than probably what you do have, because once your stamina bar runs out, the shield is not that effective. Let's try that again. So yeah, probably not the best build, but I do find this to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to look forward to bringing this one into the DLC when it drops. There's another boss if we keep going straight up we can run into. Maybe not. That ends right there. I think we have to go all the way back down. We can run around. Really excited to see what other magic, whether spells. I did try out for a while the Comet Azure build. It's like a Kamehameha wave, and if you do your flask of Wondrous Physic with, I forget the names of the tiers, but you can actually hold that spell for a while. It's a little gimmicky because if you get hit, you get stunned right out of it, so it's not the best thing. Come all the way down and run around. Not sure. I would like to maybe. There's a few incantations I need to get before I think I have everything. What is that? That's like a hot air balloon with 3 enemies on it. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But yeah, I think I want to try out maybe a few more builds. I mean, when I did my first playthrough, I actually grinded levels, so I'm a bit higher level than probably what most players would be at on their first playthrough, but like I said, again, I just kind of became a little bit obsessed with running the shield and magic and all of these various different pieces of equipment, so that's kind of the reason for that. But I think there's a sword of Saint Latrina or something similar to that, but they grants a sleep effect, and then there's you know, some other weapons that do kind of effect-based thing build up that can be kind of a fun play style depending on what you're going for. And I think, yeah, we're right up here. Yep, this guy right here. We should have a boss spawning any moment. Yep. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, I got him. I don't know the story, but because I know that's another. There's several of those bosses that seem to be like the spirit. It's not the actual. Like there's one that's a Crucible Knight. That giant right there. That's like the spirit of the actual real version of it, which is interesting. But yeah, just wanted to show off the build real quick. I think I might make a few more of these videos depending on, you know, leading up to the DLC, and then of course really, you know, excited to play that DLC and jump into the lore, maybe cover some of the lore a bit more. And I didn't think this would be a lore channel, but it would be fun to go into detail of the family tree of all the demigods and between America and Radagon and the whole family tree, and you know how we, you know, the various demigods kind of came to power and you know over their domains and what they are, you know, in control of, and then how that might relate to what's we're going to look at in the DLC. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll look forward to probably playing some more Elden Ring here soon. But thanks.